What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here on the Flanneled Fish, where today we're going to cover some of the changes that I have made to the overall system during the move for a longevity purposes. So I had been running the old setup for 6 months to a year. I'm not sure exactly how long, and there was some things I liked. There are some things I disliked, and there's some things that I just didn't feel like were working at all. So, I've modified everything, and so far this tank has been up and running on it for a little over 3 weeks now, approaching the 1 month mark with absolutely no issues, other than the fact that I have experienced some signs of ick popping up on a couple of my fish, primarily the mollies and a little bit on the yellow tang. Ick on tangs always makes me very nervous because every tang that I have owned has either just disappeared out of my tanks or died of ick, and so this is something that I'm going to be monitoring very, very closely to see what we can do about it. But that's not the purpose of this video. You guys already knew about the ick if you watched my last video, which if you haven't, you should go ahead and watch it. It's kind of interesting. Short, you know. Everybody likes short videos. Anyways, Alright, so let's talk about what's different. Obviously, the rock work is considerably changed. Instead of having the kind of two island styles, I have it mainly piled up in here for a lot of refuge for the fish that kind of slope out this way in a peninsula style that allow for places for the fish to cruise under and around. This has worked out really well because the fish seem very comfortable in the tank all the time. I walk up to the tank and I don't feel like the fish are getting nervous with me standing there and running off into there, which means they're comfortable enough that they know the surroundings, that if they felt like they were in danger, they could dart into there, but they're comfortable just hanging out. That's good. I've been playing with the coral placement a little bit. And honestly, where I've got the coral situated now, I'm seeing some of the best polyp extension on these leathers that I've seen since I've gotten them. They have pretty much fully bounced back from when I had originally put them in there. It took a long time for them to really get their foot down and start growing, but they're doing really well. Plus, there's a piece of my cabbage coral that has broken off and has drifted into the corner. I'm just going to let it sit there and see what happens. It might turn into another little colony on the glass or something, so that's going to be cool. I like to leave things where they are because that's a natural way of doing things. I also have a chunk of this guy, the green leather, that I ended up just kind of sticking into a hole to see if anything would happen with it. I didn't really try securing it there and really didn't care because it was literally just maybe a millimeter of a tip of one of the leathers that got severed with the rubber band when adhering it to the rock initially. And it is now starting to grow. It has like 4 or 5 stalks that are actually coming out of this hole now, and that's pretty cool. We'll see what that turns into in the future. Along with all of that, I've actually had a few new stocking, which is suspect in the issue with the ick, but I'm not going to cross that bridge right now. But I have a dotty back, which I will do a full profile on in the future. I have a royal urchin, which I don't know how he's doing. He hasn't lost any of his colors, but he has been very, very minimal in his activity. So, yeah, don't really know about him either. And then finally, I have a blue spot goby to replace the yellow watchman that I lost sometime before I moved, because when tearing down the tank, I never found him. He was not in the tank, and so I have no idea what happened to him. So I have a large blue spot goby that has already paired up with my pistol shrimp from the old tank, and they have made their home under the center pillar of the little connecting bridge network, which is absolutely awesome. As far as the tank goes, that's about all that's new, other than the fact that I have my first pest that I've ever seen in this tank in however long it's been set up. And I have seen one one Astrea starfish. I think that's what they are. Astrian stars. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're Astrian stars. They're the little white starfish He was up towards the top of the glass, so I just pulled him out and threw him out. But that's not something I'm looking forward to seeing more of, so hopefully there's not many in there. If there are, we will look into some critters that will take care of them for me. Other than that, everything else that I changed is going to be done on the filtration system. There's quite a few changes down there, along with the lighting schedule and stuff, but we're going to cover all of that in the next video or an upcoming video. For now, that is all I'm going to have time for today. I'm trying to keep these videos considerably shorter so I can make them a little bit more easily, because I am very limited on time between school and work and everything else in my life, like unpacking, which I'm still not done with. Need to get cracking on that. So yeah, gonna keep these videos a little bit shorter, but at the cost of shortening the videos, I'm actually able to probably bring you more of these videos more frequently, which I hope everybody appreciates and likes better than the little bit longer videos. So leave in the comments down below about the starfish if you know anything about them, about whether or not you like the new format with the shorter videos or not. And of course, leave a like, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, turn notifications on if you want to be notified when I post my next video, which hopefully will be here soon. And until next time, guys, I'm Ian, this was the Flannel Fish, take it easy.